Welcome to my space and thoughts on all things travel and adventure and fun. Today I'm going to be giving you the story of my trip to South Africa in June 2010. I'm sure you've guessed it, for the World Cup. Welcome to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Nyambura, aka Sunshine. Come on and come in and learn more about my travels and adventures. So today I'm here to tell you about how I had the most electric and awesome time in 2010. If you guys remember, there was the World Cup. Okay, everybody should remember if you were alive then. The World Cup happened in Africa, and for the first time in my life, I don't know if it happened for the first time before that, but the first time in my life it was in Africa, and I was like, there's no way I'm missing out. So went down to Joburg. Tip number one, your travel, always look for a friend or family member who you can stay with to save on your housing fee. It is way cheaper. So I went to Joburg to stay with a friend. She lives in Joburg, lives and works there, and she hosted me there for a month. It was my first time ever leaving East Africa. Like, I've always traveled within East Africa a lot, so it was my first time out of our region, and I completely overpacked. I think I packed about maybe 10 or 15 pairs of shoes. Why? I don't know. I think I was just thinking, what in case I have a dinner, in case I have a what? And I think I only wore 2 pairs of shoes out of all those that I packed. So June weather is just like our June here. It's winter time that side. It's winter season. You think you have felt cold. You have not. If you have not been out of East Africa, the cold outside is definitely worse. South Africa's winter season is horrible in terms of cold. I have never felt such cold ever. It was like on a daily 7 degrees. There's a day at 6 a.m. it was like 4 degrees, literally, as in it was. Nonetheless, we still enjoyed ourselves there. So out of the 1 month I was there, there's a lot of trips I did, but I'll go straight to how I got to getting my seat. I still have my ticket for the Brazil and Cote d'Ivoire match. It was on the, what is the date? It was on the 3rd. It was the 3rd of June. It was the 3rd of 03/06/2010. That's I'm assuming that's, if I'm not wrong, that's when it was. I think it would have been on the 20th. Maybe this is when this was printed out. But the Brazil Cote d'Ivoire match, let me tell you, I've never been more excited. The game was at 8:30 p.m. So we had to get ourselves, we were going to Soccer City Stadium. We had to get ourselves, there's a pickup point where they had buses which take you in because of the mess of traffic. They didn't want guys to go in and park their cars. So there's this buses that would pick you up and then go drop you at the stadium. So it was me and my friend Tracy and Memezi, and who else was there? I can't remember the name of the other person, unfortunately. But it was the 3 of us. We were 5. The other 2, I can't remember their names. Oopsie. Got on the bus, went all the way to Soccer City Stadium, found our seats. Luckily, we were seated together. And first of all, thank you so much to Wama. She gave me her ticket. Yani, she just said, you go, because I've already gone for another match, and I think she was going to go for another one. So she gave up her seat for me. So it was so exciting. Yani, and we were there. Everybody had their vuvuzela everywhere. It was just vuvuzelas upon vuvuzelas, noise, everybody blowing. The energy was so different. It felt like, you know, the way we have our football games here, it was electric kabisa. One thing I noticed is that Brazilians are like Kenyans. They really love partying, and they love makelele kabisa. It was, you know, I think, and this is the exact same vuvuzela I got there. We blew this thing out. I think I blew it so much. We were singing Sholoza. The whole time we had crazy outfits on. I don't know why I was wearing a multicolored pink jacket, green top, red bandana. I don't know. I had 10,000 colors on, but it was the most exciting thing ever. I met so many Brazilians while we were there. And they kept telling me, what's your name? Nyambura. They couldn't say my name. I don't even know what they were calling me. Like, make sure you come. Make sure you come to Rio in 2014. And guys, I was so sure I'm going to now the World Cup in Rio. 4 years now to come. Let's see, we're in 2010. So 4 years to come. I was like, I'm definitely coming to Rio. They're like, yay, we'll see you there. When you're in the stadium, I always tell guys, it's very different from what you watch on TV. It is electric. The energy that just carries you is different. You'll hear one person at the top of the stadium yell out something, somebody else down here responds. And then the one thing that really caught me was the wave. We were doing something called the wave where it would go around the whole stadium. So all you do is you go up and then woo, come back down, and it just went round and round and round. If I can find the clip for that, I'll put it on. But I don't know if it's anywhere, but it was so exciting to just be in there, see the players live while they were coming in, watch the, because on TV they don't show you the before and after. There's so much that happens in between. We were about 84,000, if not 85,000 people at the Soccer City Stadium. It was crazy hectic. It was crazy hectic good. That's what happened. It was crazy hectic good. And of course we're Africans, so we are definitely supporting Cote d'Ivoire all the way. But the game ended 3-1, 3 being Brazil. They won. We're not so losers, we accepted and just moved on. But I'm telling you, man, what? That World Cup will forever be etched in my memory. I've never felt energy like that ever before with a crowd of people. It was a beautiful energy, not a scary energy, not a rowdy energy, but just a beautiful, awesome energy where even though we were at opposing teams with different people, everybody was just happy to be there to celebrate and just be in the season of the football games. I feel like it really brought guys together. And I hope that now we're in Corona. I don't know what will happen with World Cups anymore. And if we ever get a chance, just go watch a match and feel the energy. Okay, I don't know I'm sorry, maybe you'll not have the same experience. I hear Harambee Stars is just going to see them or going to see other people. It can be a bit tricky because people can get rowdy, but this one was so different. I even promised one of the guys, and he gave me this Brazil, these glasses that kids get at the show, which are just plastic and written on the top there, Brazil. And I was like, I'm coming, 2014. Well, we're now in 2021, and I didn't get to go because I had to make a choice of either investing in my business or going to the World Cup. I chose to invest in my business, and to date, I regret that decision because now there's the Rona and there's no more, just being around each other and having so much fun without risking your life or your health. But that was my story of the World Cup. There's something I want to add. On this trip, the craziest thing happened. So I went and visited my friend in Pretoria and another friend in Mozambique. So I used the bus. I had a passport. I had carried with me my passport and my yellow fever card just in my hand, in my purse. So on the way back from Mozambique back to South Africa, to Joburg, I saw my friends in Pretoria and then went to Joburg. So the night before I left, something happened. So I'm busy packing, I'm packing everything, and then I'm like, okay, everything is packed. Let me get my passport and get ready. I'm going to leave in a few hours. I could not find my passport. It was like, I think 11 p.m., 12, something, some a.m., some odd hour, and I was stressed. I looked everywhere. I searched under every bed. I unpacked everything. I could not find my passport. And you know you can't leave the country if you don't have your passport. So what had happened was my passport dropped. My passport dropped out of my purse onto the bus that I had used from Mozambique. And I didn't know, so I was online. I was talking to my friend Alusa. So I was just so stressed. I said, let me just go online for a few seconds and think on what to do. So he found me online and is like, so what are you doing online at this time? I'm like, I'm stressed. I don't know what to do. I've lost my passport. I need to figure out how I'm going to get onto that plane and have a passport at the same time. So he told me, where could it be? And I asked, where could it have been? I'm like, I put it here in Nini. I traveled to Mozambique. He was like, why don't you call the bus? Maybe it dropped in the bus. And I don't know why it never clicked. I didn't think that could have happened. So I called them. Fortunately, there was somebody on the line and they said they had found my passport. They had found my passport. My passport, okay, by that time it was a dark blue passport. So they had found my passport and my yellow fever. So this is how I used to carry I used to package them just like that. So I carry my yellow fever and my passport just like this. So they said they found it, but in order for them to get it to me, I had to pick it up. Mind you, I'm in Joburg. My flight is later that night. I was like, it can't work. So my friend who I visited in Pretoria, I told, you have to help me. You have to go look for that bus station, go get my passport and bring it to me. If it's fuel, I'll pay for it. I thank God that they were not at work and that they had the time to be able to bring me my passport, and I got my passport. And from then on, when I travel, this is literally, guys, that word, literally where my passport sits. And this is where it hangs. It hangs on my neck. From that experience, this never leaves my side ever. It just goes, I can't risk, because I would have missed my flight that day had it not been for encouragement from Alusa or help from my friend from Pretoria to get it to me in Joburg. So I didn't miss my flight. I was able to catch the flight, got my passport in time, and everything was a-okay. So that was just a bit of the highlights I had when I was in South Africa. I'll come and give you guys many more stories because there are so many things that happened in between that I'd like to tell. But today was just to tell you guys about my experience with the first time ever blowing a vuvuzela. We blew these things until my top lip was, what is furad in English? My top lip was swollen. That's the word. It was mad swollen because the whole time is okay, that even backfired. It's been long since I've blown these vuvuzelas. So it was the most exciting, amazing, electric time I've ever had with 84 other thousand people in a stadium. So if you ever get a chance, or actually maybe one of you was there, and I don't know, one of the 84,000. If you are in Soccer City Stadium, or you went to South Africa, or you've just been to any World Cup, please write in the comments and tell us of your experience and how it was and how much, if you had fun, I'd like to know your stories of how you guys have, or not even leave alone the World Cup, any match or any game you've been to and the experience that you had while you were in the stadium or wherever it was that the game was being played. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for staying on here. There's so much more content on my page, and if this is the kind of stuff you like, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe, press the notification bell so that whenever I put up a new video, you are notified immediately. You're among the special few, you're going to get your notifications. So see you next week, same time, same place. Bye.